I kid y'all not, every single time that I'm going to step up out of town just for a couple of days, something big happens. Y'all know I've been keeping up with the Huda drama, but please tell me why. Literally the morning that I'm going to go to like Laughlin, I went to the lake slash river over there. Literally the morning, I'm all having my morning coffee before driving out there at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I see just the night prior that Huda got into some big drama up in some content creation house. And I do want to say this from the jump, low-key, I think it's kind of crazy because I had just said that I was like, oh, I feel like she's getting good press recently because I feel like she's been doing like her meet and greets and like she's been having like really cute fan interactions. But y'all know that I've said in numerous videos now, I want to say probably 3 videos, that I'm like, I'm getting narcissistic vibes from her. And y'all know that if you guys watched my Huda video before, I literally said, I don't want to be that person that acts like, oh my gosh, I'm such a good like judge of character. But I literally said I'm getting big time narcissistic red flags from her, and y'all, this whole entire situation pops off. But I do have to say this before jumping into this and giving the details. I'm sure you guys have already seen this by now because yes, I am, a few days late here, probably about 5 days late here, because I did already have my videos pre-scheduled because I was going to be on the lake. Obviously, it's not going to have like, service and things like that. So I was just like, have to have these videos pre-scheduled to upload. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this would happen because y'all know I've been keeping up with the Huda drama. I gotta let y'all know this though. The internet is so divided on this, like 50-50. Some people are saying, no, Huda didn't have people kicked out of the house, like it was somebody else. Like, no, she definitely didn't do that. And even Benji himself and like Evelyn had said too, like, oh no, it wasn't her. But I'm like, if you guys watch the video, you guys can see. I'm like, I gotta keep it real with you guys, okay? This really made me realize a lot of people are not good people readers. Like, they can't tell the energy, they can't tell the way someone's looking, whispering in the ear, and then you see the actions all play out. I'm like, come on, let's go ahead and keep it real now. Homegirl literally did have somebody kicked out. I'll show you guys all the videos within today's video. Also, I'm going to be reading statements of hers, and I'm just saying this right now, okay? She's lying. She's totally lying. I'm so sorry. Like, y'all, I'm jumping the gun here. I'm jumping to the conclusion. It's okay. Look, I'm not saying that she's a horrible person. I'm not saying that she should get bashed, but I'm just saying, I'm seeing some cracks in the story here. Also, I do have to say this too, while we're even talking about Huda. Like, y'all know that I've said before in probably the first and second video, that I'm not understanding why so many people defend her so much and defend her crash outs so much. That low-key kind of scares me because I do got to keep it real with you guys. And I told you guys this before. I see a lot of myself in Huda. Like, low-key, I'm like, you know what? I used to crash out like that too. Like, I didn't know how to process my emotions. So low-key, I would snap and I would like, cuss a bitch out, which is 100% wrong. But I do got to keep it real with you guys. I am so thankful for the friends that have kept it real with me in my life. And I'm so thankful for my family that have kept it real with me and said like, bitch, you cannot act like that. Like, no, get it together, learn how to communicate. And I'm starting to see that I'm like, oh, damn, a lot of society defends behavior like this. It's kind of scary because you end up going down this road of like, oh, if she crashes out, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, Huda. Like, no, like, she doesn't have to act like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I do want to go ahead and start this off, which I'm pretty sure you guys have probably already seen the clip by now, so I will shorten it up. But basically, she went to a content creation house where there was streamers there, okay? Because I do feel like that is really important to the whole situation because I saw so many people saying she just wanted her privacy. If she wanted her privacy, don't go to a content creation house to where they're having a party, okay? And they're going to be live streaming. I was like, what are you talking about here, okay? Now, I'm going to play this first clip before we get into Benji's clip over here, okay? Because the first one, if you guys have not seen it, look at her body language. Please pay attention to how, like, as soon as Evelyn comes in, Benji comes in, like, she gets all, like, timid up, and she keeps on looking up to the left. Like, there must have been a camera recording. There must have been, like, a mirror in the room. She kept on looking up. She looks over at her man. He can tell, by the way, that, she's, like, uncomfortable or whatever. Like, he whispers in her ear. He looks on his phone. He tells his homeboy to, like, look at his phone, and then, bam, he kicks them out. I'm like, the fact that people can't see that this was all Huda's doing of like, oh my God, can you like ask these people to get the hell up out of here? It's like, oh my God. I'm gonna let y'all know this though. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I really don't. But the fact that she literally like lied about it, that's where I'm just like, okay, girl, just go ahead and keep it real and be like, hey, like, I was getting a little bit tired, and because this was the theater room, like we were just playing Mario Kart over here, like I wanted, this to be like a little chill vibe over here, and then they, brought in the ruckus, like it was getting really loud or whatever. Just go ahead and keep it real and say that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if she went to an excluded part of the house and then everybody went over there, like I could understand that she's like, oh damn, like I didn't want to be around the DJ, I didn't want to be around the streamers, but just keep that real. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, when you look at her body language, it's like, homegirl, who are you lying to? We know damn well you asked your man to ask his homeboy to get them up out of here, and he immediately did. Also, I have to say this too. The guy that asked the security to kick them out, look how he looks over at Huda's new man, which, By the way, speaking of her new man, y'all, I am so tripped out that I'm like, she's already shipping a relationship immediately after getting off of the show. By the way, it was like being reported that this guy's about to be on a new dating show. So I'm like, by the way, I don't know anything about that, but I'm just saying from what I've like seen on other tea channels on TikTok, I'm like, oh, okay, this is a little bit crazy. By the way, she definitely has a type. Like, oh my gosh, like all of her guys are like carbon copies of each other. Like, she really does. Like, her baby daddy, Jeremiah, this new guy, which I'm just like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip, okay? But pay attention to the way she is looking up to the left because you can see she keeps on looking back. She definitely sees a reflection of them. She sees them and she just gets like irritated. By the way, there is multiple other clips too that she was all fine, like happy and like talking, you know, chopping it up with all these different people, and she was being loud and vivacious. And then as soon as they get into the room, then she has a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think that she should be getting like online hate and things like that. But I'm just saying at the end of the day, just keep it real. Because straight up, y'all, if I was in her position, if I was at a house party and I went to a quiet part of the room and then all these loud ass people came over there, I would be like, hey, can y'all get up out of here? Like, I'm trying to just chill up in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand like what's the big deal of saying that, but obviously she knows that like, you know, Evelyn and Benji are like big time creators, so obviously she was getting so much heat of it, so I felt like she felt the need to lie about it. But we will be reading her statements after it. But check out this clip.
I'm on the Thursday. I know Clark.
What happened to being bartender? Give up. You quit.
What other fun stuff is there to sing with Rich Atmospheres?
Mario Kart. There's Mario Kart. I think we have one board.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Can I get?
Late.
I have a
lot.
Let's all go take a shot. Let's all go take a shot.
He's bartender though, so.
No, let's all go take a shot. All of us. Yeah.
No more shots. No more shots.
Yeah. Carlos.
Wait.
Ready?
No more shots.
It's okay. What's your actual name? Sorry.
Isaac.
Let's just go talk to them.
Mark. Take everybody out. Can you guys go out too?
Yeah, don't let it. Only Isaac and Greg can play. Thank you, brother.
What is this? Is this what goes on in this house? Every day.
Well, not to this extent every day, but it could be wild.
Very selective.
Why is today going so crazy?
Because they have there's two. I don't even know who the streamers are, and it's Taco Tuesday.
I am so sorry, but even watching that back, y'all, I watched it back so many times, and clearly if you could read body language, you could totally tell that she was like, irritated that they're there. And if you look at the guy, how he looked back at her man to like, you know, seek validation of like, yeah, I did a good job, right? I had them kicked out. Like he was literally looking like, you good? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, come on. And the fact that he looked at his phone, was telling him to like look at his phone or like gesturing him to look at his phone. I'm like, come on. He sent a message over there like, are we dumb here? Like the fact that people want to ride for Huda that much, I'm like, oh my God, let's go ahead and keep it real over here. Y'all, I do want to go ahead and play this other clip right here because this is where I think that like it blew up even more big is because Benji was really sad about it. But I really do feel like Benji is kind of like, you know, TikTok sweetheart because everybody really does love him because he seems so sweet and so humble and so kind. And he just seems like, I don't know, just like a, you know, innocent little puppy. And he's just, I don't know, he seems like a very loving guy. And I think that everybody was like triggered of like, oh, hell no, like, why are you being mean to him? But I do have to say this, at the end of the day, like, yes, I do think she was lying, but I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the lying is the bigger part of the deal, but also too, I think her being like, her like having like main character syndrome of her thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have these people kicked up out of here or tell my man to have them kicked up out of here. It's kind of like, that's where the narcissism like kicks in because it's like, girl, you're at a content creation house. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, people are going to be over here on stream and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, check out Benji's clip right here.
Just talk to them.
Mark, take everybody out.
What's good? Yo, what's good?
Oh my. Did we just get kicked out? They told us to leave. The guy. He would like kick everybody out, and we were just recording ourselves. I don't know why. Wait, why did we get kicked out? We were just recording ourselves. I don't know. There was a guy that was like,
The guy was there.
yeah, I don't know. No, but it's okay. We don't want to. It's okay. But I'm just like confused. We were not doing nothing, and I thought everybody could be there.
Maybe it's like VIP.
Should we leave?
Like a mukbang.
Huh?
Should we leave?
If you want to.
Now, I do want to say, obviously, that blew up big time because Benji seemed super sad. Benji came out and so did Evelyn, and I believe even Wendy, even though Wendy wasn't there, Wendy Ortiz. She even had said like, oh, like it wasn't Huda that got them kicked out. It was the security guard. The security guard was super rude, blah, 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 blah. Here's my whole thing though. You have to understand from their point of view, because I saw 3 other ride or die T channels on freaking TikTok who are ride or dying for Huda. They're like, oh my gosh, Benji himself who got kicked out said it wasn't Huda. Of course, the security kicked him out. So obviously he didn't see everything right in that moment. So obviously it's like, oh, the security just kicked me out. But looking back at everything, you could see that she initiated it. Yes, she's not the one that physically had them kicked out, but she was the one that obviously initiated them getting kicked out. You can totally tell by her demeanor, the whispering of the ear, the looking at the phone, the way everything played out. I'm like, come on, like, is everybody Stevie Wonder over here? Like, y'all can't see all of a sudden. I'm not really getting how so many people are like, no, it wasn't her, it wasn't her. It's like, yeah, she didn't physically do it, but she initiated it. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I was gonna play some other clips for you guys, but then I really do feel like this video will get super, super long. So just telling you, Benji did get out there and say, no, it wasn't Huda. She was super sweet, which there was a fan interaction to where he went up to her and he was like, hey, do you like mind being on my stream? I'm streaming right now. He was being super respectful. I really like that about him, to be like, hey, I'm on live stream, like, you know, just in case you don't want to be put on there. Because once again, like I've talked about this before, I feel like low-key live streaming could be a little bit dangerous, especially if, you know, it's a public place, or maybe that content creation is like or content creation house is like a well-known address. It could be very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do got to keep it real. I get a little bit nervous about these people that are like live streaming. I don't know if you guys had seen about that live streamer in Vegas that ended up getting pum. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things are obviously dangerous because you're giving away your exact location. Yes, I understand they were in a house, but like everybody can like Google where the MILF house is or the hype house. Like, people know where these content creation houses are. I don't know exactly where this one was, but you know what I'm saying? So I respected that he asked her and she was super sweet to him. So that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, he got up out there and said, no, it wasn't Huda. But I'm like, obviously it's because, yeah, because the security guard kicked him out. Also, I do have to say this too. The security guard got out there and said like, basically, yeah, that it was initiated by Huda. But everybody was like, oh, he's lying or whatever. He's blowing it up. I don't really know the truth to that. But obviously, at the end of the day, the guy to the left-hand side, so the right-hand side, if you were watching the video, I believe he had braids. Obviously, he was the one that was like calling the shots of telling, you know, the security to get them out of there. So it makes him look bad. It makes the security look bad. But we could all see, because it was on live stream, obviously that Huda was all of a sudden getting uncomfortable. Right before they had got up in there, obviously, she was all fine and dandy, laughing it up, like talking to so many different people. And she was totally fine up until they got up in there. So it's like, clearly you could see that the energy shifted as soon as they got in there. And she looked irritated, bothered, and just like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Here's where I'm gonna keep it so real with you guys. This is where I'm gonna get hate from the Huda stands. I don't give a shit, y'all. At the end of the day, I gotta keep it real with my opinions. And this was her statement right here, okay? She had posted this out there like immediately the next day. I never kicked anyone out. They were the sweetest. I was shy. This is where you got me triggered, okay? I was shy because I didn't know anyone. Please stop starting false rumors. And she made another post too. I didn't even see who was behind us, and it wasn't my stream. I have no say in who comes in and out of the room. Please use your correct judgment. Once again, if you keep on seeing that she kept on looking up to the left, you could totally tell that she was looking beyond the screen, okay? Because where the phone was, the screen was right above it to where they were playing Mario Karts. To the left of it, she kept looking up to the left to like see there, you know? And that's why her man, by the way, kept on looking back when she was like looking up, like, hello. It was like a whole, if you pay attention to the body language, okay? Here's where I'm triggered, okay, y'all? Because at the end of the day, I would have had so much more respect for her if she just said, hey, like, honestly, like, I was in chill mode. I just wanted to play Mario Kart, and I thought it was getting a little bit loud up in there. Like, yes, I totally get it. It's a content creation house, and I know they had a DJ playing and a taco man and, like, all these things, but I thought this part of the house was, like, the more chill vibes of the house, you know? So that's why I did get a little bit like, damn, I wish it was more chill up in here. I would have respected her so much more, because the fact that you're getting up on the internet and saying that you're shy, baby girl, you were walking around the Love Island TV show, okay, in your bikini, thong bikini. Let's bring up the heart rate challenge. Okay, she was literally twerking upside down, ass cheeks all over Chris's face, all over Ace's face, and you're gonna say that you're shy? You're gonna say that you're shy. Y'all, I am so sorry. This is where I'm just like, okay. That's like me. Y'all know that I'm a rambler. I talk all damn day long. It's like me, like, y'all meeting me in person and me being like, oh, sorry, I didn't talk. I'm just not a talker. Well, clearly I'm a talker. That's where I was like, baby girl, you never should have done that because you are not shy at all. If you were shy, you wouldn't have went on a TV show. You wouldn't be out there in a thong bikini. You wouldn't be shaking ass like that. Like, come on. Did you guys see her in her meet and greet? Like, obviously you're not shy, so don't sit there and try to say that you're shy. And this is where I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This is where I was like, oh, she for sure knows damn good and well that she was the one that initiated them getting kicked out, and she wants to go and play the role over here of, oh, I'm just shy. You are not shy whatsoever. By the way, she did comment on another T channel too on TikTok and said, I never kicked anyone out. I'm not sure why people are starting false rumors. I was so shy, not knowing anyone, and everyone I met was so sweet. So 2 different times she said that she was shy. And y'all, you guys can see from that comment right there on this other T account right here that has 40.5 thousand likes on it, okay? I gotta keep it real with you guys. 1, yes, I do think that she initiated the kick out. 2, for her to sit there and say that she's shy, like, shy people don't do what she does on a TV show. Like, shy people don't go on a TV show like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, and then immediately have meet and greets and flying out to London and doing TikTok dances and things like this with like fans in the street. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're not shy. Like, come on. You know what I mean? That's where I'm just kind of like, this is where I say about her, and y'all know I've said it from the jump, and clearly it's gotten me hate, okay? Because I seem to be the only drama channel or commentary channel, whatever the hell you want to call me. I seem to be the only one from the jump that said, I'm getting narcissistic vibes from her. Everyone else seems to be like so far up her ass and like loving her so much, which by the way, I have said, I'm like, she actually seems like a chill, fun girl. She actually seems like she could be a good time. Also too, I'm like low key on the show. Yeah, she was unhinged, but at least she was authentic. And I could always like, you know, respect an authentic person, even though I'm like, oh, I don't really, you know, condone those type of actions. But at least I could be like, hey, she's being authentic. And I will always appreciate authenticity. Y'all know I always say that about like Tana Mojo. People love to hate on Tana Mojo, but I'm like, hey, at least she's real. You know what I mean? Like, I really do admire that. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I would have had so much more respect for her if she just said, yeah, I did have them kicked out. Okay, period. And what are people going to do about that? And what are people going to say about that? Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, I did have some other clips of like Wendy talking about this and Benji talking about this. And by the way, Benji had created a whole nother, you know, live stream or whatever after the fact saying no, like Huda was super sweet and just saying like, no, it wasn't her doing. But also too, I do have to say this. A lot of people are very scared of her fan base because her fan base, oh my God. Thank God I started seeing other people's like TikToks to where they're not like commentary channels, but they repost things. And I was reading the comments and I saw so many people saying, yeah, can't you tell she's this type of person after watching the show and seeing the way that she was and like the way that she would crash out? I was like, oh my God, about time that I'm starting to see some other people have the same opinions as me, because I do got to keep it real. I started to feel like I was the only bitch up on the internet that was like, homegirl is unhinged. Okay, homegirl is definitely a narcissist. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, no wonder why people be talking shit to me, because there's so many people that really do, you know, ride or die for her. And I'm like, you could still ride or die for somebody and still be like, nah, like I don't really condone the stuff that they did, or yeah, she crashed out, but X, Y, and Z. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that people are literally condoning her every move, I'm like, let's go ahead and stop it up, okay? Anyways, that's my little 2 cents on it. And yes, I know that the Huda fans are gonna hate me. Y'all, I already noticed in my last video, so many people talking shit to me, and I'm like, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, it's my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.